Tony Huge of EnhancedAthlete.com, and you're watching Muscle Sport TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Crystal Wildfire Anthony, here with another episode of Spreading Like Wildfire on Muscle Sport TV. Today, I want to talk to you about supplements. Now, not necessarily the supplements that you're probably thinking of, where people always want to talk about steroids when it comes to the bodybuilding world. I actually want to talk to you more about over-the-counter supplements, things that anybody can benefit from when it comes to weightlifting and bodybuilding, things that are just good for your health in general, things that I think most people should take, whether you're trying to be a bodybuilder or whether you're just trying to lead a healthy lifestyle. Some things that'll help you out. So a lot of people ask me what kinds of things I take supplement-wise. They'll ask me on social media, they'll ask me where I work, they'll ask me when I'm in the grocery store. We have a little GNC here in our town, and the people that work there will tell me that people will come in and say, hey, you know that bodybuilder, Crystal? What does she buy? What kinds of things does she buy? What does she get when she comes in here? I actually rarely ever go into GNC. I don't buy a lot of supplements. I'm not on a lot of supplements necessarily for a bodybuilder anyway. You'll see a lot of bodybuilders, probably if they ran down their entire supplement regimen for their daily intake, it would probably be huge. So I'm going to show you the things that I like and the things I take and what I use, and explain to you a little bit why I take each one of those. Definitely there are a lot more things you can take. There are several different things that you can use for just health in general. There are several different things that you can take to help your bodybuilding, to help you put on more muscle mass. These are just the things I like to use, and it's going to seem like a lot, but like I said, for the bodybuilding world, it really isn't. I probably take less than half of what a lot of bodybuilders do. So I've got my pile here. I'm just going to pull them out randomly one at a time, and I'll go through them. The first thing is I take vitamin C. Of course, that's just for immune health, just to be healthy. I'm an ER nurse. I am around sick people every day in the ER, and usually very sick people with a lot of contagious things. I think everybody should take vitamin C just to help with their immune system, and especially people who are out in, like in the gym. You've got a lot of germs floating around. People aren't washing their hands. They're coughing, sneezing, touching the bar. And if you're dieting down for competition, your immune system always gets lower when you're dieting down, you're tired, you're weak, and your immune system gets suppressed. So if you're doing a competition and you're dieting down, you definitely want to help out your immune system. So I recommend vitamin C. I recommend 1 gram twice a day. So 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So one of these pills twice a day. So that's what I take. Next on the list is going to be calcium with vitamin D3. So your calcium with vitamin D. I think that's good for anybody over the age of 30, especially women. Women lose a lot of their calcium and their bone density as they get older. I have had a hysterectomy, so anytime that you have had either a hysterectomy or going through menopause for women, you're going to lose even more of your bone density, and so some sort of calcium supplement, especially calcium with vitamin D, is a necessity. Once you hit 30, and guys, same thing. It's not going to hurt you any at all once you hit 30 to start taking a calcium supplement. Keep your bones strong. That's another thing when it comes to weightlifting. I tell women, lift weights. It helps your bone density immensely. I have wonderful bone density, and I shouldn't have for being almost 45 and having a hysterectomy and not taking an estrogen replacement supplement. But I do, and one of the reasons is my weightlifting. The other one is taking my calcium. I don't get a lot of it in my diet. I'm not a big milk drinker, yogurt, things like that, so I don't get a lot of calcium in my diet, so I definitely take it in pill form. So I just take one of these, 1,200 milligrams per serving. I take one twice a day. Let's see, next on the list. Oh, turmeric. For those of you that don't know, a lot of bodybuilders take this. It's an antioxidant. It helps with healing. It helps with inflammation. It helps with recovery. There's a lot of studies been done lately on turmeric. So if you don't know about the supplement, look it up, research it. This is definitely something if you're doing especially heavy bodybuilding, heavy weightlifting, if you're working out quite a bit, this is something you want to add to your regimen for supplements. So look up the turmeric and use that one. Let's see. Oh, my Super B complex. I like a B complex, so it has all of them in there. And I take this twice a day. So just one tablet twice a day. Now this Super B complex has all of my B vitamins in it, but also has a vitamin C in there as well. Now I take the extra vitamin C because, again, like I said, I'm a nurse. I'm around all this stuff all the time. But this B Super Complex also has a vitamin C in there as well. That's going to help. Helps with energy. A lot of your energy drinks, like those 5-hour energies and stuff like that, if you ever read the ingredients, all they are B vitamins for the most part. So B vitamins are going to give you energy. It's going to help you with your workout. It's going to help you with working your job, just getting through day-to-day normal routines. So I always recommend a B supplement. It's not going to build up in your system. It's not something you can take too much of. When it comes to vitamins, most vitamins are water soluble, meaning when you get enough of it, you're just going to pee the rest of it out. There are only 4 vitamins that are fat soluble that you can actually overdose on, although you usually have to take quite a bit of it to overdose, and that is D, E, K, and A. So anything else, you're going to just pee out the excess of it. You're not going to overdose on it. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, so this is a liver care. A lot of people know, like, you know, Live C, liver care type of product. So this one I buy off of Amazon. It is Himalaya is the brand name of it. I take one of these twice a day. I recommend anybody taking any type of oral steroids, oral supplements, to take a liver support. So this will help your liver to regenerate. It will help, you know, heal anything that's going on in there. Your liver is probably the only organ that I know of that can actually regenerate itself. That's why when you get like a liver transplant from somebody, you actually usually only get a piece of a liver from somebody, because that thing will actually regenerate. So you want to help it along as much as possible. Take liver care if you guys are taking, and so many people take the oral steroids because they don't like the needles, they don't like the pens. So if you're one of those people and you're not taking a liver support of some kind, you're an idiot. Take some kind of liver support. All right, next on the list, let's see. Oh, so this is a super enzyme. Oh, sorry, turning it the wrong way. So, super enzymes. I take one of these with every meal. Unless what I'm eating is a small snack, and then it's not a big deal. But if I'm eating a meal, I take one of the super enzyme pills. This has got several different enzymes in it to help digest food. Proteins are usually very difficult for the body to break down, for the stomach to break down. So if you have a sensitive stomach at all, if you're trying to gain muscle and gain weight, and you're force feeding yourself and you're eating quite a bit of food, your body's going to have a hard time breaking that stuff down. So I always recommend, if you're eating large amounts of food, unless you're dieting hardcore, to take an enzyme of some kind. And I like this. It's a Now brand super enzyme. I get it off of Amazon. It's cheap. It works really, really well. One of the main ingredients in it is betaine, which is a wonderful supplement on its own. Research it, look it up, and then it's got a few others in there to help. But the betaine that's in this is one of the main reasons I take it. Let's see, what else? Oh, so here's a supplement a lot of people don't necessarily know about, although it has become more popular in the last year or so. This is Rhodiola. Rhodiola, if you are on an antidepressant at all, if you're a depressed individual at all, Rhodiola, actually, I have had people take this, and they have been able to get off their antidepressant medication. Rhodiola is just a feel-good supplement. I'm not saying it's going to get you high. I'm not saying it's going to give you energy, like go get her, go out, knock it out in the gym. But it really, really does just make you feel better. So these come in 500 milligram caplets. I take 500 milligrams once in the morning, once in the afternoon, unless I'm working nights, but you know, you get the idea, twice a day. So 500 milligrams twice a day. Try it, see how you like it. I guarantee that it's just going to make you feel better in general. So Rhodiola, 500 milligrams twice a day. Try that one. Let me know how you like it. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, so one of the very few supplements I buy that is not a vitamin or a mineral, you know, or an herb. I don't buy a lot of bodybuilding supplements, which is probably why I will never be sponsored by a supplement company. But anyway, I just don't. I don't like pre-workouts. I don't like those sorts of things. But I will say there's one product MPA puts out, Matt Porter's company. He puts out this, which is called cortisol. I was skeptical, but I liked what his video had to say about it. I thought I would try it. I will honestly say cortisol works very well for what it's supposed to do. So, and I'm not going to try and explain it. Matt Porter has several videos out there explaining what cortisol does, and he explains it way better than I ever could. But cortisol is going to help with the cortisol levels in your body. And so many people have a hard time. They're tired. They have a hard time losing weight. Their body is stressed. Your cortisol levels go up. This stuff really, really helps with all of that. So people that think that they have metabolic damage, it may actually be a lot of their cortisol levels. So try cortisol. I take this once a day. It's a little teeny scoop. It tastes like hot chocolate. I just throw it in my mouth, and once a day, within a couple days, you will notice a big difference in how you feel. And usually within a week, if cortisol is your problem, you'll notice a difference in how you look. So very few supplements I buy from bodybuilding and supplement companies, but this is one that I actually believe in and works. So cortisol. All right. I don't take a BCAA product. I know everybody's waiting for me to pull my BCAAs out. I was one of those people that, like many of you, used to take BCAAs, did some research, and you will get a lot of your BCAAs just through the little bit of meat that you eat. I don't take BCAAs. Not to mention, for whatever reason, when I take BCAAs, no matter what brand they are, I swell up like a tick. I bloat. I look horrible. So I don't take BCAAs. But the one thing I do thoroughly believe in are EAAs, so the essential amino acids. Those I absolutely believe in. Matt Porter's company actually makes a really good essential amino acid supplement. I have tried that one, but I like pills. I don't like to drink stuff. I don't like the powders. So I actually love, and I've been taking this for a long time, I love HumaPro. So this is ALR makes HumaPro, and it's an essential amino acid tablet. Comes in their big honkin' horse pills. So you take 5 of these are a serving. So I take 5 of those anywhere from 1 to 3 times a day, at least once a day. But depending on where I'm at in prep or trying to build or whatever's going on, I will take these at least once a day and sometimes up to 3 times a day. So essential amino acids, HumaPro, that's my favorite brand because, like I said, I like the pills. HumaPro also makes a powder that you can drink if you prefer to mix it as a drink and drink it. I think it tastes pretty good. I have tried it, but I prefer pills. So HumaPro, if you were to ask me what one thing I would take, if I had to get rid of every supplement ever, and I could only take one, it would be that HumaPro. End of story. That's my favorite. The other thing I like to take, which is an actual bodybuilding supplement I do buy, is Waxy Maize. So I buy huge containers of Waxy Maize, and it's unflavored. It's a powder. I mix it in a little bit of water and chug it about 30 minutes before my workout. Now, I do that because it gives me a really, really good pump in the gym. I don't get great pumps. It's just my metabolism. It's my body makeup. So I learned a couple years ago that if I would take a scoop of Waxy Maize 30 minutes before my workout and go work out, I got wonderful pumps in the gym. So that is a staple in my diet as far as whether it's off season or whether I'm dieting for competition. I always take my Waxy Maize. Like I said, this one happens to be unflavored. It's very inexpensive, and that huge tub lasts me forever. The only thing is, be careful when you use it. It's a very, very fine powder. It will get all over everything in your kitchen. It will get all over your clothes. It will look like you have Coke, laced all over your kitchen. It's you got to watch out with that one, but it does get into everything. Last but not least, I don't do a lot of protein drinks. Again, I don't like to drink anything really. I'm not into protein drinks. I'm not into protein shakes. But I will say that sometimes, especially being an ER trauma nurse, I don't have a lot of time to eat at work. There's a lot of nights I don't get to eat anything for my entire shift. So I have learned of Core Power. Now these are dinky little ones. They have full-size ones. So this one's just a little 18 grams of protein. But the one thing I like about the Core Power is it's very, very simple ingredients. It's not a lot of bullshit, which a lot of your protein drinks, if you read the ingredients, there's a whole lot of fake bullshit in there. Upsets my stomach. I don't like the way it tastes. This is filtered low-fat milk. cane sugar, honey, and cocoa. That's it. So in this little thing I've got 170 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 20 grams of carb, and 18 grams of protein, which some people may love those numbers. Some people may hate them. I like them. It's fine for me. And honest to goodness, the stuff tastes like chocolate milk. That's it. It tastes absolutely wonderful, and it has 4 ingredients to it, and they're real ingredients. It's not a lot of fake shit. So Core Power, that's my go-to protein drink if I'm going to drink something. But usually I don't. Now I will say one thing I don't have here that I have had in the past that I do like is there's a protein powder called Carnivore. It's a beef-based protein powder. Carnivore I did really like the taste of. I did kind of like to make it more in a sludge than in a drink and just eat it with a spoon like protein pudding. But I did really like that one. It sat well on my stomach. I think that if I needed to replace a meal with something, replacing it with the Carnivore, the beef protein, worked really well for me. But otherwise, I really just don't do a lot of protein powders and protein drinks. So I think that looks like that might be it in my arsenal of supplements that I had laying over here in a pile. Hopefully, that's helped somebody. And like I said, it looks like a lot, but in the big scheme of things, bodybuilders usually, a lot of them will take at least easily twice that much, if not more, when it comes to your supplements, your vitamins, your minerals, your herbs, things like that. So that's it for another episode of Spreading Like Wildfire. Hopefully it was helpful. I am going to take my happy butt to the gym, and which means I need to take my Waxy Maize. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, hit the gym. Keep up the good work.